Ren from Hallowed Be Thy Game, and today we're looking at 10 overpriced PS Vita JRPGs. Let's check it out. Welcome back to another episode of Hallowed Be Thy Game. Ren here, and before you obviously type in the comments, they're all overpriced. I get it. I agree. The PS Vita is notorious for being a scalper feeding frenzy, but today we're going even deeper. That's right, we must gaze once again upon the forbidden fruit of painfully overpriced PS Vita JRPGs. Now, for today's list, as usual, I am not sharing any special edition. Obviously, some of the collector's edition for the PS Vita are among some of the most painfully collectible things in all of gaming. However, I'm just limiting it to the standard edition of the game, and also I am eliminating any limited run only release. As I've said before, those are a scalping nightmare after the original run is gone. I was wanting to put Ray Gyget in here, but apparently it was only through limited run. And then on top of that, I am only sharing the low to mid end of eBay pricing here if I was going to be looking to purchase these online from reliable sources. Just want to let you know that in some instances where the game was so rare that they don't have any current eBay listings for the standard edition, I did default to just previously completed auctions in the past month or so. But with that, it's time to steal your heart and your wallets. Brace for impact. This one's going to sting a little. Number 10. Senran Kagura Estival Versus. Now, this is an arena brawler that is going to run you about $75 plus for just a complete edition. Going to start it off on the lower end here, but let me tell you, it spikes quick. Honestly, the Senran Kagura series is something that I've always been interested in. I've never pulled the trigger on until the most recent Switch game, where there's a crossover with Neptunia. To be honest, as many of you know and have complained about in the past, I am a sucker for action RPGs, action brawlers, and this looks right up my alley. There's really no excuse other than I'm not going to be picking up the Vita copy, sadly. But have you played the Senran Kagura games? Let me know which is your favorite down in the comments. Number 9, Valkyrie Drive. On eBay, this is one's going to run you on a range consistently from about $75 to $120 for the standard edition. This is definitely another fan service, brawler, beat 'em up action RPG that looks really fun to me. It does look like there is some performance issues on the Vita, but to be honest, I can most often always look past that as long as it's not game breaking. But again, this is another part of the series that I just missed out on these entirely. I was too late to the party. But do you own the Valkyrie Drive games? Is this one worth picking up even digitally? Because I'm going to be honest, I'm very shocked this one hasn't been ported to the Switch, at least to my knowledge. I think this is a title that would definitely do really well with modern day JRPG audiences, but unfortunately that Vita title is now at a point where it's out of reach for the modern consumer. Now, there are quite a few Hyperdimension Neptunia games that I felt were definitely way overpriced, but I just narrowed it down to Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth Volume 3. And this one spikes up to about $120 for a complete edition on eBay. I'm really excited to play my first Neptunia and Senran Kagura mashup game. I just picked up the most recent copy from Idea Factory that's been put on the Switch with Ninja Wars. The gameplay in this is definitely a major draw for me. The characters look absolutely over the top. Fan service for days, but hey, that's why we're all here. No shame in this court of gaming. But again, this just really slid under the radar to me, and I kind of look back at my many years of being addicted to MMORPGs, and I see that I missed out on so many niche hidden gems like this during my time of playing MMOs almost exclusively. So I'm really sad I missed out on these. But again, we just had a little run of Senran Kagura and Neptunia games. I really want to know what the community's favorites are down in the comments so I can look to pick up some of these digitally. Number 7, Lost Dimension. On eBay, this is going to run you about $90 plus for just the standard edition. And this is one I have played and I have owned, and I'm really sad to see just how much this game has spiked in value, because honestly, this is one of the best hidden gems I have played in Atlus's back catalog, and also that's on the PS Vita in general. When it comes to a unique form of gameplay and combat, Lost Dimension's where it's at. I found all the characters in the story to be really high stakes, extremely tense. I love the interaction and just the confrontation that happens between all of the characters, and you have a really solid, fun combat system that's here that I think is a must-play for any fans of JRPGs. If you can only play this game digitally, you have no reason to avoid it. It is excellent. Do not let this unfortunate price for physical keep you away from it, because I honestly don't think this game's ever going to be ported to modern consoles, even though I think this would flourish with modern day JRPG fans. Lost Dimension, I'm cuckoo bananas for it, but how about you? Have you played it? Let people know if I'm crazy down in the comments. Number 6, Demon Gaze 2. On eBay, this is going to run you at least $188 plus. This one is maybe one of the most shocking games on today's list, because honestly, just a year or so ago, this was extremely affordable. I remember I picked this up just before the PS Vita news hit and everything just got completely out of hand. And honestly, I think this one hasn't settled back down, because the first one has got ported to Switch, but no news just yet if Demon Gaze 2 will be ported. Honestly, I really hope that modern JRPG fans can play this, because if you're into first-person dungeon crawlers, the Demon Gaze series is where it's at. I think it's one of the best hidden gems, and even if you're not really open to the genre of first-person dungeon crawlers, I would not miss out on Demon Gaze 1 and 2. I think they're phenomenal entries, and I think they're good starting points. They can have a little bit of difficulty spikes here and there, but honestly, with the wealth of resources online, I don't think anyone should be off-put by that. I think these are great games. They're fun. I love the character details, and I love what this game has accomplished, and I think everyone should check it out, but unfortunately not at this price range on the Vita. Number 5, Persona 4 Golden. On eBay, this is running $70 plus for a used copy, and I want to throw in that if you want a sealed copy of this, it is going to be running you at least $175 plus, which to me is gutting. It is so sad, because honestly, Persona 4 Golden is arguably the best game on the PS Vita. Yeah, I'll die on that hill because it's that good. It's one of the greatest JRPGs ever created. If you're into Scooby-Doo, if you're into JRPGs, do not miss out on this. It's phenomenal. Honestly, it is gaming at its finest. Playing it on the PS Vita is the way it should be experienced. I'm really happy that Steam users and Steam Deck users have this accessible to them, but it is still baffling to me that this has not been ported to any other modern console. However, if you only have the ability to play this digitally on the Vita, don't miss out. You will not regret your decision. This is JRPGs at the pinnacle of success, and it is just proof that it does not matter how popular your genre, the Vita can make everything expensive these days. Number 4, Ys 8. On eBay, this is going to run you at least $180 plus for a new copy. And this is just the standard edition. I assure you, if you want a true shock to your system, look up some of the collector's editions from some of these. Anyways, it goes without saying, Ys 8 is genuinely one of my favorite video games of all time. I did play it on the Nintendo Switch. I've heard there are some changes to the PS Vita port. If you only have a PS Vita and you can pick this game up digitally, do not let that dissuade you. Some content creators I trust have recommended this on the PS Vita, like Radical Reggie and such like that. I freaking love this game so much. I'm telling you that when it comes to the action RPG genre, Ys 8 is one of the best. Exploring the island is phenomenal. It's breathtaking. The music is so alluring. Beating this game was a double-edged sword. I was so happy to be able to experience it, but I was so depressed that it was over, because I have still been chasing that feeling. I think all the Ys games are phenomenal, but Ys 8 will forever live rent-free in my mind and in my heart. It's great. Check it out. Let people know what you think of it down in the comments. Number 3, Mary Skelter Nightmares. And on eBay for a standard edition, this is going to put you back at least $300 or more. This is where we're getting to the big dogs, and let me tell you, it gets worse from here on out. Mary Skelter, though, has the misfortune of being an extremely expensive game, but it is an excellent video game. I have heard time and time again that I am missing out on Mary Skelter, and I'm going to be honest, one of my biggest gaming embarrassments for the JRPG genre is admitting I haven't played the Mary Skelter games. I know, trash YouTube. But really, the rabid fan base for this does its service. I love what I'm seeing here. For the longest time, I just was trying to get a deal after a deal with Mary Skelter for just a standard edition, and well, my gamble to wait until it comes down in price obviously didn't pay off, and I don't know where the ceiling is at on these last couple of games, because Mary Skelter is an incredible game, but I think I'm gonna have to look elsewhere to pick up a physical copy of it. But would you recommend somebody who's never played the Mary Skelter games to pick it up digitally? Is it worth it there? Let me know. Number 2, nosurge Plus, Ode to an Unborn Star. On eBay, this one was extremely difficult to find. I could only find one standard edition of this being sold, and it was for at least $300 within the past month. I can verify this is absolutely an incredible video game. It doesn't run extremely well on the PS Vita, I will say that. This is a game I picked up a couple years ago and I felt really bad at the time for spending as much as I did on it. It has only continued to skyrocket in price since then. I think it is a game that is an extreme hidden gem on the PS Vita, and yeah, the price is absolutely 100% the cause of that, but this is worth picking up digitally. I think that before the Vita stores close, that if you are interested in one of the rarest hidden gems physically on the handheld, then definitely pick up nosurge Plus with the greats of like Vash the Stampede doing voice acting in here. It is an excellent game. It has a very unique combat system where you can essentially wipe out entire dungeons of enemies in a single turn. I love its presentation. It has incredible music, and I am extremely hopeful that it can have a resurgence in popularity because I've only played nosurge Plus. I would love to see more of the Concerto series be ported over, the Artanelico series. I think it is something that would have a newfound life on modern consoles with modern JRPGs. Definitely check it out. Number 1, AW Phoenix Festa. On eBay, this is going to set you back at least $600 for a standard edition. This is the biggest fish in the pond I could definitely find when it comes to the rarest games on the PS Vita, and I would be terrified to see if there is something even more expensive out there, but let me know. This is obviously a game I haven't played, but from all the gameplay I've seen, this is something I would enjoy. Not $600 worth enjoy, but it does look like a fun, serviceable hidden gem. I honestly had always had this game kind of confused with Fairy Fencer F, Advent Dark Force, but I'm hopeful that maybe this could find new life once again, as with any of these games on the list, with ports or remasters or something like that to be able to have more people play them, because at the end of the day, I would love to see these developers be able to receive these funds and not just some scalper or reseller on eBay. To be able to give and have these games physically would be excellent, but good lord, I would like to keep both of my kidneys. Anyways, those are just 10 extremely rare and painfully expensive PS Vita JRPGs. Were you surprised by any games on today's list? Did I miss one? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. The support of the channel has just been incredible. And I want to let you all know that I am coming up on 5,000 subscribers, so be looking out for a giveaway I'm going to be doing in the coming weeks. And I'm also setting up a Patreon, so if you want to be able to support the channel and view videos a week early, check out the link in the description. Thanks again for watching, have an incredible week, and I will see you all next time.